It's been almost a week since the horrifying massacre in a Colorado movie theater that left 12 people dead and 58 injured. This has reignited a national debate on America's gun laws and whether they are too lenient. Joining me to talk about the impact of the debate and to clarify Georgia's gun laws is our legal expert, attorney Jay Davis. Jay, thank you so much for being here, as always. Now, this has been a crazy week. We've had this shooting in Colorado. Tell me, break it down for me. What are Georgia's gun laws, basically?
Well, Georgia, we like our right to bear arms, so they're not real restrictive. We've got a carry permit. If you're going to carry a concealed weapon or you have the right to get a carrying permit if you're 21 or over and you're not a felon, and there's certain restrictions along those. But other than that, we're pretty liberal on allowing people to use guns.
This shooting, has sparked fear into the nation. A lot of people have decided, I need to go get my concealed weapons permit. I needed to go get a gun after this happened. And this is natural when things like this occur. But tell me about when someone needs to go get a gun, what are the legal obstacles or legal ramifications of that?
Well, you can pretty much buy a gun in Georgia without a lot of all they do now is a background check. There's no permit required to have a gun, or there's no registration required. You do have to have a background check if you buy it from a gun dealer. Okay,
now we've got this video here of James Holmes, who's the accused shooter in Colorado. He had an AR-15 rifle, which is similar to an AK-47. The debate this time around is that a person of his age and background should not have had access to that kind of weapon. Now, is that a valid argument?
Probably not. He's 24 years old. There are some restrictions, state restrictive arguments. The Supreme Court has determined that the right to bear arms is not a right of the state, but rather a right of the individual. So that means that individuals, barring some circumstances like being a felon or having some restrictive misdemeanor, aggressive misdemeanor type charge, then most people are going to be eligible to get a gun. Now, that type of weapon, a semi-automatic weapon. Of course, automatic weapons have been banned since 1934, but the semi-automatic weapons were under a ban, under assault weapons ban in 1994 under Bill Clinton, and that ban expired in 2004. So since then, there's not been a ban on those semi-automatic weapons as a national thing, but some of the states do have that. Georgia does not.
So basically, if you have a criminal record or a record, the FBI can do a criminal background check on you, and you could possibly not get access to that weapon. Is that correct?
That's right. If you went to purchase a gun and they did a background check and you were deemed to be a felon or to have a violent type of misdemeanor charge, certain other restrictions in your background could prohibit you from getting a weapon. But other than that, as long as you're over 18 to get the weapon, of course, to get a carry permit, you have to be over 21.
Now, under the Second Amendment, like we said earlier, we're guaranteed the right to bear arms. But can the federal government draw the line when it comes to that part of the Constitution?
The Constitution says the right cannot be infringed. So the states actually are coming the closest right now to infringing on rights, and that's creating obstacles to get and to carry guns. The federal government can also do similar until the Supreme Court deems that whatever they're doing is an infringement. But a controlling method of getting guns, so far that hasn't been deemed to infringe upon the rights.
All right, Jay Davis, it is a big debate, especially now since that shooting happened. We appreciate you coming on.
Sure thing.
And you can weigh in on this very hot topic on my Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/AndrewReeserNews and click like. Now, we definitely want to hear your feedback on this issue.